No, but there's no law against cross-dressing.
That's what I'm saying now.
Bobrisky says he's a cross-dresser, right?
I think what I think I agree with Victor when he's trying to say there's something we call common sense.
Okay.
And then you have to be sensitive to the environment you're in. This is Africa.
But then the authority has come out to say that Bobrisky still has all his genders intact.
God used that to open a whole lot of things that so that other guys or shame like that she has been trying to change or something will learn.
So
like,
are you saying this is God doing and not the God
yes,
is doing?
God's doing through
How the person don't talk say after God na government.
Na government na government.
Ashake used to say something before they use me I will use myself.
Now people where they jobless they do bullying pass.
You see, this is the problems we have in the Nigerian society. We feel like, okay, the man should be in charge of funding the family. The woman should be in charge of the
Permit me to disagree with you. The internet can never cut me anywhere. Be a safe space for you.
Is there really not a comedian?
That's what he claims.
But he will never say he is a sheep.
No, some people are like that. Guys, I don't know. Are we supposed to be here today? I'm still confused. Like, I don't know. Honey Bell, you wake up from bed.
I mean, based on the prophet that said 25th of April, there's going to be a rapture and the world will end. I am no more with you guys. My
so
holy
scared.
soul has been raptured to heaven.
Funny enough, do you know I slept naked? Because I don't want clouds to disturb me from flying. I want to know, because the way bite me.
It's supposed to have ended by now, guys. What are we still doing here? I don't understand.
Maybe it means 25th of April next.
Next year. Okay.
Maybe
Next year. Oh, last year. Yeah. All right, guys. This is YAWA Day Exclusive, and I am your girl, Cindy, and this is...
Honey Bell, your favorite girl.
You can call me MC Goodman, Victor Oyebode, and this is YAWA Day Exclusive.
Yes, Nigerians, welcome to YAWA Day Exclusive.
All right.
You already know how it is on YAWA Day, where we talk about all the buzzing topics on the social media. And one of the buzzing topics today is that of the ex-governor of Kogi State, Yahyabello, who calls himself the White Lion.
Okay.
But somebody just said that the White Lion is now the White Rabbit, and as he has been running and hiding helter-skelter from the EFCC. But on a more serious note, guys, I mean, what is this atrocity that this man has committed? Now, the new update now is about the American International School, Abuja, where this man has enrolled his children, and he has paid their tuition in advance. From the stage they are now till when all of them are going to finish from that school. To the tune of $760,000.
See money.
Whew. That kind of money in Nigeria.
Why you don't go pay that kind of tuition?
Now,
the money
guys, it has been alleged that this money was taken from the Kogi State government. How much did the whole of Kogi State? That such a huge amount of money will be taken by one person for his own personal gain.
Yes.
I mean, how heartless.
I talk because if no be same person may we no use all the mouth call and say na thief. Which church you get to pay that kind of money for tuition fee throughout?
This talk is strong.
The
talk is so strong. Like, I don't understand. Nigeria right now is just represented like a chessboard, right? We have the kingpins playing their own games, and the pawns, us.
Nigerians.
Today a story, tomorrow another story. What is going on exactly? What is going on?
Now, the most alarming and the most, I don't even know if to say this is funny or this is baffling, is a group of people that calls themselves journalists or something.
The Journalist Union.
Protesting against the EFCC.
They're supporting him because...
Supporting this ex-governor that has been alleged to have taken amount of 82 billion
You see the
naira.
problem here? We are actually the problem. That's justice. We are the ones doing ourselves. Evidence, they are there. The evidence is there. The AFCC, they have come out to say, okay, this is what we have, this is what we have. Where is this man? We don't know. What is going on?
See, when all these things are happening, I was just trying to see how we can really tackle this whole issue. Because it's still mind-blowing and baffling that EFCC were on guard and somebody just drove in. Because there was, if you can remember, he said he was not around when the EFCC came to the house.
Yes, at the point where they invaded his
and he now, so when they all came, driving Wait, let's just see the video sef before we come back. Let me see the video. Imagine that.
So
This Nigerian are just comedy skits to our life.
So let me now finish my talk.
Hey,
Now, somebody drove in amidst all the guards, amidst all the EFCC officials standing to arrest him. Somebody just came in. So who did he go in there to whisk out when you are claiming that you were not around when they came?
because he actually claimed that he was in Edo State when the EFCC
When it happened.
invaded.
So who was
his
that
home.
person we saw in the video?
I mean,
Ah.
so now we don't even know who is telling the truth because there are different versions of the truth online now.
My country, Nigeria. What is going on? Like every day I'm tired, I'm puzzled, I'm perplexed.
You ask a question.
Drink something. Drink something.
Oh my goodness, let me sip this.
Why I answer your question, you're asking what is happening. You said something about chess then. That is what is happening. All these things, it is a game in Nigeria.
And the funny
Okay.
thing is, they know the beginning, they know the middle point,
And
they
the
know
end,
Alpha
and
and
the
Omega.
end.
And they're just leaving the poor masses to keep wondering and doing their maths. Sometimes when I see people arguing about these things, I just laugh and say, you people don't even know the half of it. Because these people that you're arguing about, they already know what they're going
There are
to
many
do.
versions of this
They
story
know,
now
what,
online.
they know everything that is going to happen at the end of the day. Now, the EFCC chairman, Olukayode, has said he's going to willingly resign if yahyabello is not prosecuted.
Okay,
Now today,
we got a look.
I'm very sure that eventually when they find a stone wall on this issue, he will come back and rescind that statement and say, oh, exactly that's not what I meant. I meant that if he's not, he will
You
look
go
for
tune am,
something
you go
else.
twist am.
Because we are human beings. We will always find a way to, mold our promises or whatever we said
go back on your words.
in a way to suit us. So, I mean, where are we going? Now, what is the stand of the court on all this? Because there has been a lot of court cases piling here, and I think Cindy also has something.
Let's not forget the court case on our shim.
Ah,
Our shim.
Brotherhood.
And the
Bobby
brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Oh my goodness. That case is strong. Now, what we are hearing now is that Bobrisky has petitioned the court, right?
yes, now relating it to
Petitioned
Baba,
or appealed.
He appealed to the
Okay.
court.
relating it to what we said about yahyabello, that the journalists they ganged up against. So he too if you can exonerate Boda Kubana.
So why not me?
Of course.
Why not me?
Because now somebody came, because Shim lawyer now came to say, all right, if the EFCC dropped the charges, one of the charges that was napped for, which is money.
He had
Laundering.
six court cases.
And now the EFCC himself.
They dropped the money laundering, right?
No, money
Money laundering.
abuse
Okay.
or something. Yes.
Yes.
Now, okay, that one is not part of the whole issue. Now, the lawyer is now saying allegedly that, okay, if that one has dropped, then why did you, if Kubana's lawyer would say, yes, you're going to provide the serial number of the 40 million that he spent while he was arrested, then something like that should happen to Bobrisky.
I feel like in this case, and many people would agree with me when they say that, I think there is more to this issue of
Yeah, there is. I feel so too.
His issue is looking like an issue of scapegoat.
Example.
An issue of
Now you go bear the
Scapegoat.
cross. It is. This issue of Bobrisky is actually deeper than it seems.
Okay.
Right? It's about it started with money laundering, money abuse, and all of that. But then we found another victim, which is
That
Cubana
has
Chief
the
Priest.
same case,
The same
exactly.
case, and right now, Cubana Chief Priest is free. He's roaming about.
No.
He has been given that bail. So why not Bobrisky as well?
What did the lawyer do wrong? What did
Well-
he, or how, where was he, where was the lapses? Maybe because he said he should plead guilty.
I feel like
Okay.
that's the first. I feel
Okay.
like that's the first.
Yes,
That's
you have a
wrong
point
That's the
there.
first wrong move to Bobrisky's.
You have a point there, because if we use Cubana Chief Priest as a case study with Bobrisky's own, we can see that Cubana Chief Priest, he pleaded what? Not
Not
guilty.
guilty.
Okay, so guys, now let's go into the video of Bobrisky and Cubana Chief Priest so that we can at least have a detailed information of what we're looking at. like, where did Bobrisky's lawyer get it wrong? I think the first step to Bobrisky's doom was them pleading guilty. The moment you plead guilty, you've already made it known that this offense that
I committed it.
That you are accusing me of, indeed and in truth, I committed it. So that was the first issue. Now another issue is, if the court says you did this, of course, any court case, the court will require evidence. Nothing is proven right until there's substantial evidence that conform beyond reasonable doubt. Now, the lawyer should have also used the same button for the court. If you're asking us to prove this, you to prove.
Because I mean, it was a video. It was a video that the EFCC used to hold Bobrisky accountable, right?
Which is what Cubana's lawyer did right.
Exactly.
Okay, if you say my client did this, can you prove it?
Can you prove it?
Get us the serial numbers of the currency notes. So if you can prove that indeed my client did this, then we'll know where to go. But them rushing to say that, oh, we did this.
We did this. That was where exactly. I feel so too.
Ladies.
So
even if Bobrisky did all that he did, okay, there is still no basis, because he wasn't the only one doing that money thing at that time. Why were others exonerated? Which brings me to what you said earlier, that maybe there's something they want to
deeper. Because let's just say it, spraying money is a Nigerian culture. We do so.
I mean, I saw something like that on the internet where someone said, if you people want to actually enforce this not spraying of money, this thing has been happening since time immemorial, from the days of our grandfathers.
We do
so
that.
So if you don't want to come all of a sudden and say, we can't do this anymore, it's going to take a long time.
Now, guys, the issue now is that another lawyer now has come out to say that this Shim case is not within the jurisdiction of the EFCC anymore.
Yeah, but I might agree with that lawyer, because when you look at the old count chart thing, why was it when it got to the desk of the judge that EFCC have to withdraw one of what you claim that is part of what you are napping him for or shame for?
Which is the money.
Which is the money laundry or what? Did you see that when you were writing the petition?
Like she said, I feel like it's more deeper.
So
this case is more deeper. Like, I'm even pitying the shame self, Kwano.
See, it's not a pity thing. I'm not pitying shame, because one, even if you decide to be, there's no law that says you don't be what you want to be.
I feel like there should be a fine.
Babe, listen, you can be whatever you want to be. You can decide to be a man. It is you. But don't go start flaunting. This is Africa.
No, but there's no law against cross-dressing.
That's what I'm saying now.
Bobrisky says he's a cross-dresser, right?
I think what I think I agree with Victor when he's trying to say there's something we call common sense.
Okay.
And then you have to be sensitive to the environment you're in. This is Africa.
Okay.
I said something to someone. I said, if Bobrisky knows what is right for him, right after he leaves this old mess, he should just
turn him
repent,
right? But then the authority has come out to say that Bobrisky still has all his genders intact. So that means that cross-dressing was just cross-dressing for him.
It's not dressing. Cross-gender. Calling yourself a she instead of
Mommy
a
of
gender.
Lagos.
He said he's a comedian, right? He says he's a comedian, and all those things is just for entertainment. That's what he claims.
Is there really not a comedian?
That's what he claims.
But you will never say he is a she.
I think Bobrisky took it too far in terms of
yes, we can say that.
Coming forward to brag and say all these things. And I think another thing is when you are someone that has influence, because whether we like it or not, we can't deny the fact that he or she, I don't know what to use in this,
him
has a very high influence on the internet.
Exactly.
And we have young ones coming up. And then this has made
what
a lot of young boys to believe that, oh, I don't need to work, I don't need to study. If I can just get a few clothes, dye my hair, and
it's business,
dress like a woman, I can make a living out of it. Thereby tearing down the moral fabric of our society as Africans.
And we can see all these things springing up. They're everywhere.
There's something you guys are not seeing, all this charades, all these hula balloons.
I hope the spirit of Bobrisky is
not, you are
leave it.
This is exactly the problem. These are the issues.
Okay, leave it. I refuse to be static. Leave
the Holy Ghost.
Fire! You've been delivered, my brother.
Now, thank you. Okay. Now, look at all what is happening. Are you sure doesn't have a backup of one mighty man of valor somewhere that is giving him to go ahead? We are behind you.
He has always said that he has I mean,
Rich
according to Bobrisky,
rich influential people.
your daddies and your fathers are my sugar daddies.
He's always making videos like
You
that.
know,
But then, do
all
we take
these
it
claims.
seriously?
And that is why it is, in fact, it is them that we should be sounding the bell of correction to. That don't aid what is not even him. Because without...
But there's no evidence.
reason,
Bobrisky is just coming to talk. Nobody has ever seen him with those people he claims to
how
be.
can he flaunt them? Because they have something to hide.
Exactly. There is no evidence. So you can't say that that's what he's doing.
In another angle, we can say that he has found a way to make money without having to stress too much in this influencing and projecting what is not. And he would say anything at all, true or false, just
Make
to
money.
grab the attention of people and make money. So we cannot say for a fact that all these things he or she is saying is actually true.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So there's a very thin line right now between the truth and what is just
What
saying
of
to gain
the
money
other,
in the meantime.
Princess of Africa?
Oh,
He has been quiet, on the low these days,
Not quiet.
when your mentor,
James Brown, where are you?
when your mentor don't enter kiriki, you don't go mellow.
He's wearing men clothes back now.
I saw some videos. I saw some videos when Bob was arrested. Let's go see those videos. When those other shame, Bob. Let's go see that.
So now talking about this Bobrisky issue, I wanted to look at it from an human point of view. Because at the end of the day, we are all humans. Now, Nollywood people will not try. Will not try at all.
I know where you're coming to.
The genesis of Bobrisky's issue, or let's say the base point of what made him have all these issues was the movie premiere of that Ajakaju movie. And I feel pain. I'm not really a fan of Bobrisky. Don't get me wrong. But I feel pain as a human that after all this hula baloo, this lady, the producer of the movie, still went on. Went on with her life. I mean,
Bobrisky left. She brought Bobrisky.
The other person that was actually antagonizing Bobrisky was the person she brought on.
I feel like she has done well for herself. She's really, a businesswoman. We like her. You see, you're a Yoruba woman, but you're acting like a Igbo woman. I like all those kind of spirit.
Cindy,
business.
Cindy, now, I think she was going somewhere before you guys digressed.
All right.
Now, if God go catch somebody, he go use one means. That Ajakaju movie that you just thought the award that they gave Shim is just a kind of is played out to his arrest. God used that to open a whole lot of things that so that other guys or Shim like she has been trying to change or something will learn. That's where I'm saying it from. God used that one to teach him a lesson, and so that lesson will attract other people too who are trying to be like him.
Are you saying this is God doing and not the God
Yes,
is doing?
God's doing through Ajao.
I don't know
This
if
on another level.
I
Yes,
agree on
spiritually now.
As the person don't talk, say after God, now government.
Now government,
God enter
See, don't forget that
use government to
the
finish
government, they are
But
always seeing everything happening on the internet. They have phones too.
Are you sure? Are
course
they
now.
listening to this thing that you're listening? Are you sure they're listening now? They are all they sieve.
No, they do. No, they talk that one. Oh, me, I'm not there.
The internet is a very large space, and I feel
Of
like
course.
everybody that has a phone has access to everything that is on the internet. But I feel like the bottom line of all this is that no let them go use you. Ashake used to say something, before they use me, I go use my sense.
Abi.
Because now, Bobrisky no using sense, they don't go use them. Business as usual, like he said. Ajakaju is filming, is showing in cinemas nationwide, and the woman is cashing out.
Exactly, the internet just
money.
helps
She's
us
making
to
her
spread
money,
everything.
and somebody's rotting in Kirikiri.
Let's take a look at the case now in cyberbullying. Now, what has the internet turned to? The internet is supposed to be a space, like a safe space, where people come in, express their views, express their opinions. That's why we have social media.
Permit me to disagree with you. The internet can never, cut me anywhere, be a safe space for anybody.
No, some people are like that. They're anonymous sites we have,
It
right?
can never be a safe space for anybody.
The anonymous sites we have, you just come, you air your views. I feel like that is even one of the major reasons of the internet. I will talk about you, or we want to have a conversation. You can be anywhere in the world, and we can still have this conversation. Okay, but now where does the line come? Where does that border come between expressing my view and what? Expressing cyberbullying on someone else?
Cindy, Onibe, are you guys familiar with an idle hand?
As a devil's workshop.
Oh my goodness.
Now people where they jobless, they do bullying pass.
Jobless is not the only thing. Miserable people that have nothing to do with their lives. They don't have anything going on for them. And they just feel like, so me, nothing is happening for me. And you are there making money, having fun, doing things.
Exactly.
I feel like trolls are the most stupid people on earth.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Because the only reason why you sit down and talk down on people that are actually trying to make good of your life is because you've low self-esteem. You've looked down on yourself that you can never amount to anything.
Well, you don't understand what I'm saying now. I'm saying, where does that line come now between expressing our opinion and conducting cyberbullying? We've had lots of cases this month alone, from Nathaniel Bassey case.
Yes.
So the person that he came and said, okay, I'm just expressing my opinion. I said, this baby looks like what? Nathaniel Bassey. But I did not say categorically that he is the father.
But you came on a space where there are millions of people. You didn't air this opinion inside your father's parlor.
Okay.
You came on the internet with millions of people to air it. That means it is no more your opinion.
So that opinion has crossed the line. Is that what you're saying? So it's no longer a personal opinion.
It is not. It is not. Because now, I think because on the bed that time, I can see that your blood they hot. It seems you have a personal experience about this. But I had my share. I had my share. When I became Boy Adinko Papa Just and Company.
Okay.
The former Adinko came on air and said, "Me, I'm fake." Yeah, why did I
saw something
why
like
did I do my own ring maro? That is my catwalk thing.
Okay.
Thank God, I understood all these cyber gas ghosting. I didn't say a word.
But don't you think that was still his personal opinion?
It's not, because you are attacking someone else's integrity.
He's defaming your character. That's the line that has been crossed.
The bully is attacking someone else's integrity.
And another thing that makes bullying very effective is the fact that, like I said before, if you are airing that opinion within your small circle, it will not have a large effect. But the power where cyber bullies get their power is when they come online to air their opinion, they are recruiting people. Because trust me, they have followers.
And Twitter has been this space that just expands everything.
If it is only the bully that is attacking you, it will not have such effect. But when they recruit more people on the internet, and then 2 people are coming to you, you are getting death threats from 3, 4, 5. That is when the effect will start seeping in.
Exactly.
That is why coming to the internet to air your opinion has become public opinion.
Be very careful. Don't just come online and say, because I have phone, I can just type any.
I feel like the reason why these things are happening and people are getting away with trolling is just I'm not a violent person.
Okay.
But it's because of our what would I call it? Our technology level is not still that high.
Exactly.
By the time I can track people on my phone, I say, you are living on 58th Avenue. You go collect water. By the time people start getting violent responses in person. Now look at that issue of Nathaniel Bassey. When they traced the person, he was shedding crocodile tears. I'm sorry. My life is. If they were not able to trace him, it would have still continued.
Because you feel like that internet is giving him this kind of border.
Not
you
just
get.
Nathaniel Bassey. What about what's this
Badmus.
If not that she was able to track that person and they were fined, they would have gone away with everything they were saying. And funny enough, you will always see, though there might be some element of truth in whatever they are saying. Like what happened between the Oba Legushi and that lady. Let's go see that clip from the woman at diaspora.
Oh yes.
Yeah, the woman in diaspora. What she said about Oba Legushi.
Ẹ̀sìn dé o, àbùkù kan Lẹ́gùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o, ẹ̀sìn dé o, àbùkù kan Lẹ́gùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o, ẹ̀sìn dé Lẹ́gùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o, àbùkù kan Lẹ́gùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o, ẹ̀sìn dé Ẹgbẹ̀rin ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Lẹ́gùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o, ẹ̀sìn dé ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn ti gùn ẹ́. Hey, àbùkù olóròǹbó ó ti kan Elégùṣì. Hey o, Elégùṣì àbùkù ti kàn ẹ́. Alábùkù wẹ̀sí ẹ lóde. Tani bàbá bébì challenge òun ló wà nígboro. Tani bàbá bébì Elégùṣì eléwédú olórí burúkú ó ti ṣẹ̀sín. Eléwédú ti ṣẹ̀sín o, ó ṣẹ̀sín Awọ́rò. Elégùṣì ó ti ṣẹ̀sín Awọ́rò, ó ti kàbùkù. Àbùkù ti kàn ẹ́, àbùkù olóròǹbó ti ṣẹ̀sín. Elégùṣì ó ti ṣẹ̀sín sẹ́. Ṣorẹ́sìn tó ṣe yìí, ẹ̀sìn olóròǹbó tó ṣe yìí, wàá máa ṣẹ̀sín ni. Ó ti pa Mohbad sẹ́. Àníwọ̀ ló pa Mohbad, ó ti pa Mohbad, ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹ̀sín ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Liam ò lè rí Liam wò láyé fàbàdà kò jọ́. Ó lè rí Liam wò kò jọ́. Ó ti ṣẹ̀sín. Elégùṣì àló ti ṣẹ̀sín Awọ́rò. Orí ẹ̀ ti burú. Olórí burúkú ó máa ṣẹ̀sín ni. Ó máa lọ gbógun, wàá lọ para ẹ̀, wàá gbógun jẹ.
So what exactly is this cyberbullying that we are talking about? Cyberbullying takes place over digital gadgets, such as cell phones, computers, and tablets. It can involve intimidating, like you said, threatening or coercing people online through various platforms and methods, just like the video we just watched. But Aniko, do you want to say something?
It's even good that you're able to link that to the definition. Maybe they don't know what it is.
Exactly. Many people don't know the meaning. Exactly. So they just feel like they can just take their phones and they can just say anything and it just flies like that. Guys, there's a law against this, like a legit law against this.
It's even good now. Lagos State law enforcement in Lagos State, they now have taken the drastic measures that they are now tracking every cyber,
yeah, you say.
Is it bullier? Or how would I put it now?
Cyber bully. It's still a bully.
Depends on the bully, Anna.
That's the bully.
The bullies.
The bully.
The bully.
If you do anyhow, that will do you. So they're on the hunt. So, news flash. Watch what you paste online. Else, you go chop this when no done. Let's just tell them like that. Good.
Exactly.
Because I don't see a reason why you just like, who can I turn on today? Cindy.
Another way we can look at this cyberbullying thing is parents. Show love to your children, please. Because most of these people that bully and throw people, they don't get love for house. They lack love. Because if you lack love, it will show you anything that is good will definitely be annoying you.
Ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé ẹgbẹ̀rin ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Ẹ̀sìn dé o. Àbùkù kan Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn dé o. Elégùṣì ẹ̀sìn ti gùn ẹ́. Hey, àbùkù olóròǹbó ó ti kan Elégùṣì. Hey o, Elégùṣì àbùkù ti kàn ẹ́. Alábùkù wẹ̀sí ẹ lóde. Tani bàbá bébì challenge òun ló wà nígboro. Tani bàbá bébì Elégùṣì eléwédú olórí burúkú ó ti ṣẹ̀sín. Eléwédú ti ṣẹ̀sín o, ó ṣẹ̀sín Awọ́rò. Elégùṣì ó ti ṣẹ̀sín Awọ́rò, ó ti kàbùkù. Àbùkù ti kàn ẹ́, àbùkù olóròǹbó ti ṣẹ̀sín. Elégùṣì ó ti ṣẹ̀sín sẹ́. ṣorẹ́sìn tó ṣe yìí ẹ̀sìn olóròǹbó tó ṣe yìí wàá máa ṣẹ̀sìn ni ó ti pa Mohbad sẹ́ẹ̀ àníwọ̀ ló pa Mohbad ó ti pa Mohbad ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹ̀sìn ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Liam ò lè rí Liam wò láyé fàbàdà kò jọ́ ò lè rí Liam wò kò jọ́ ó ti ṣẹ̀sìn Elégùṣì àló ti ṣẹ̀sìn Awórò orí ẹ̀ ti burú olórí burúkú ó máa ṣẹ̀sìn ni ó máa lọ gbógun wàá lọ para ẹ̀ wàá gbógun jẹ.
It will definitely be affecting you in negative ways. So please show love to your children, train them with love, so that when they see other people doing good in life, they will not be trolling them out of jealousy and all of that. So
well,
that's my 2 cents.
To that, I want to link this cyberbullying to juvenile delinquencies, all right?
Okay.
Most of these things that these kids do, all right, they pick it up from some place. Probably it might not be from their parents, but because they have access to gadgets.
Of course.
And it is you adult that does all these cyber things. So they pick, okay. Then they will now think, now, look at what happened in Abuja.
Yes.
Okay, the Liberty School in
British
Abuja.
International.
I'm sure that chap, Mary, Natrima, what's her name again? The girl.
Matrima.
Yeah, the Matrima. I'm sure even if our parents are not like that, I'm not sure how can a girl like that be talking about boyfriend? You can imagine, you can hear what she said while she was beating Miriam. That who broke my heart? No, let's go refresh our memory about that video.
Let's go into the video.
Yeah.
Nobody broke my heart. When I was seeing Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? But I did it. Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? Answer me. Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart? She's telling me who broke my heart.
And you said she's not just to snatch her boyfriend.
Take it. Take it. Just because take it. Who broke my heart?
I'm waiting for your boyfriend.
Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart?
No, you said they broke my heart now, so after her something. You would have spoiled her relationship.
Who will be writing?
And he died.
Boy's name. Alhidayah. Boy's name. Look, watch him. Left, right.
This is Dr. Red.
Left, right. What's the boy's name? What's the boy's name?
Wallahi I was going to talk about
What's the boy's name?
So, Honeybell, like I said, all right, that what they are doing now, they got it from internet, from those bullying that we're talking about. Now, what is juvenile delinquency itself? Maybe they should need to understand that it's not just by your parent thing. Now, it says here, the behaviors of minor child that is marked by criminal activities, persistent antisocial behaviors or disobedience which the child's parents are unable to control. Unable to control. That means, so if the parents are unable to control it, where did the child get it from, Nishani?
Well,
socials.
Apart from socials, a very foundational factor in any human being has to do with psychology. And psychology has to do with your environment, things that are happening around the environment, the way you are being treated. I feel like most of this juvenile delinquency starts from the home. let's leave internet for a while. We know that internet plays a very major role in a lot of things. But let's leave internet for a while. Juvenile, in the word juvenile delinquency means children, teenagers under the age of 18. These are the formative years of any child or anybody as a person, where the responsibility of the parent is paramount. Now, in these formative years, the decisions of the parents, the way they treat, the way they build up their children, the environment in which they raise their children are very vital. Now, look at children that I'm not saying this is 100%, but most of the children that are raised in broken homes tend to have one psychological defect or the other. Children that are raised in abusive and toxic environments, their father is always hitting their mother, there's always arguments, they tend to be bullies. Because a lot of this is already wrong in their foundation, in the home, where they pick up. Let's take an example of toddlers, children. For you to know that anything happens from what they see and what happens around them. If you have the opportunity to have a toddler or a small child around you, you see that whatever you are doing, good or bad, if you watch that child well, when they are in their private time, they will mimic you.
Yes, now.
They will do it.
Yes, now.
So that shows the importance of what you are doing, because they will mirror whatever it is you're doing. And if a child sees his father raising his voice at the mother, he will think it's cool, and he will go and do it in school.
And can I add something to what you just said? I feel like here in the Nigerian society, we don't take much look into the term bullying, right? Here in the Nigerian society, a child of 1 year is already put in school, daycare. We don't really breed our children up to that very age where they have this mentality that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, this school cannot do everything.
Right.
This school, everybody, the parents in Nigeria, they just feel like, okay, let the child just go to
let them just go to school.
School is where they will train them. And no, all these things, they start from the home.
Exactly.
You see, if you look at other Western society, you see that kindergarten children, they are like from age 6. It's only here in Nigeria. In fact, before the child begins to walk, the child is already in school, which is wrong. It's wrong. These things are the foundation of what we are setting our children to be.
So I still think most times we should kind of differentiate the role of the school and the role of the parents. Now, because I was discussing this issue with a friend of mine that you can't get everything in school.
Exactly.
Okay. I believe the school, you are meant to go and learn how to read and write. Moral starts from home.
Exactly.
What happens to parents who are busy, aka career parents? That you are not leaving the whole duty
to the school.
To the school and to caregivers.
That's where the flop comes in. Please, let's just take a look at the video of the school in Abuja again one more time.
And you said she's not able to snatch our boyfriend.
Take it. That's how I say it. Who broke my heart?
And who is Faria's boyfriend?
Who broke my heart? Who broke my heart?
No, you said they broke my heart now, so after heartbreak something. You would have spoiled her relationship.
Who will be writing?
And he died.
What is name? Al-Hidayah. Al-Hidayah. What is name? Look, watch him. Left, right.
This is Dr. Red.
Left, right. What's the boy's name? What's the boy's name?
Wallahi, I was going to talk about it.
What's the boy's name?
So there guys, that's the video that we've been talking about. This is the foundation of everything that we've been talking about. This little girl now bullying the other one. I don't think the home where she was brought up from, they did enough job that they were supposed to. Everything cannot be to the school. It cannot be the responsibility of this school.
Another thing that I think that African parents need to pay attention to is this issue of tough love. I feel like the world is evolving and we have to evolve with it. I feel like the words of this generation doesn't understand tough love.
Exactly.
As much as the past generations of our mothers and our grandmothers and all of that. So most times when you say you want to raise a child in tough love, it shouldn't be to the extreme. Because there's a thin line between tough love and my parents hate me. So another thing is therapy.
We don't even take
We
this
don't
thing
even believe that
seriously in
therapy
Nigeria.
works.
Yes.
And which is also a very vital role. I feel like in the Western world, there are programs and therapeutic classes that parents put their words to, because no matter how good or bad a parent you are, there are some things that you can never control.
Exactly.
When it comes to children.
Children.
So you have to now leave them in the hands of professionals that are trained.
Because
in
every
this
child has its
field.
own dynamics. What happens to your firstborn, how you train your firstborn, it's not the same way you train your second-born child.
Exactly.
And this type of topics, they are not really discussed here in the Nigerian society, which I feel is the problem, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You made a vital point there, that parents should take their words, or even the school himself or themselves or ourselves should imbibe this culture, invite professionals, and let our kids have these classes.
Exactly.
All right, talking about classes. Let me pause a bubble. Do you guys remember the issue that went this last week about the Chinese supermarket in Nigeria? The
Abomination.
culture thing.
Abomination.
Coming to another man's land to dictate.
Guys, stop it. Okay, let's talk what is more important right now. Nigerians are not allowed to go in. It's not a joke.
We all came together with so we came together to actually see if it was true.
Briefly
But
summarize.
yes, so we came to see if it was true, but unfortunately it is true. Like if you're a Nigerian, you can't actually walk in there to get something. Reason being, I don't know, they don't have a reason. They haven't even actually given us the reason. But we have been trying to make that rule.
For Nigerians to go back in.
And apparently they say that there are Nigerians walking in there, so that if we go inside to get something, it might affect the Nigerians that are walking inside. You get it? So we are not allowed to go inside.
And these are Nigerian people that are the security in the state, so we will not want to implicate them.
It's really what? An abomination.
It is an abomination because, come to think of it, you are allowed into a country.
Okay.
You are allowed to establish a business
Another person's culture.
in another person's country, and then you have the audacity, the temerity to restrict the indigents, the citizens of this country, from going into that place of business. You deny them the access. I've never seen such.
I'm not trying to support the Chinese restaurant or their supermarket.
I feel like what you're about to
anything.
say next means you're going to support them.
No,
Let's have it.
I'm
Let's have
not.
it.
But claims have it that at the initial point, this Chinese supermarket, they allow Nigerians to shop,
Okay.
right? But according to policy standards, they noticed that Nigerians are always stealing their products. So they had to change.
Is there a
There are some comments online that are linking to all these factors.
Okay.
Right? And they had to switch their
Hold on, let
policies,
her- I want
right?
her to land.
So what you don't understand is that this supermarket, it is placed in a Chinese environment, Chinese workers, Chinese residents.
environment
That's where they
in
live in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yes, I understand that. But you should also know that this is a personal business.
Are there other measures to mitigate this theft issues?
There should be, right? There should be
answered
other
my
measures.
question.
I feel like
I rest
the
my
measure
case.
they took was kind of extreme, yeah, but also they have their reasons.
Well, Cindy, partially.
They have their reasons.
Partially, I will agree and I will not agree.
Because when I first heard it, I was like, why would they do that? I was so hot. But then when I took intense research on it, I found out that, at the initial point, they actually allowed Nigerians into this claimed supermarket. So what happened?
Well, the good news is the Chinese restaurant or supermarket has been shut down because of the noise that we've made.
Okay.
But initially, before that decision for them to deny Nigerians shopping with access there, are you forgetting that they might have consulted our government, because they won't do anything without the government idea?
So you're saying the government has knowledge?
Yes, they gave them the permission to do that. So it's not their fault 100%.
I don't think it's right to say that the government gave them the permission, because there's nothing to prove that.
No, what I'm saying is, allegedly. You won't come to my land now, you come to my house, locking me outside without telling me.
These people have guts. You will be surprised. They have guts. Because I don't think any government in their right senses will allow a foreigner to come into their country.
So are you saying the government did not know all these things taking place?
I'm saying that there's a very fat chance that they didn't know, that they are not aware.
Anyways, the Chinese
Nigerians are restricted, because immediately that the noise came out, the FCCPC went there and locked up the place.
Okay, well, you made a point.
So
that could be true. Well, thank God that normalcy had been restored, and we hear.
I mean, investigations.
Of course, further investigations are going on, and we'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of the truth.
The bottom is very.
I feel like we will get to the bottom of it. The matter has been exposed to the internet, so of course
we have to because it's not a nice thing to hear.
Wonders shall never end. There's this supermarket I saw online. It's a Chinese supermarket. They have like Chinese stuff inside, food, ramen, and other things. So I wanted to go there and check it out. And on going there, they told me at the gate, the security people told me the supermarket is strictly for Chinese people. If you are a Nigerian, you cannot go inside. You cannot buy anything. This supermarket is there in Abuja, in Nigeria, and a Nigerian cannot enter. This is a joke. So that means the Chinese guy has more rights than you here in Nigeria, because he can enter anywhere he wants, everywhere. There's no place that he cannot enter. But you, there's a market you cannot enter. It didn't shock me. I recorded a video, but because it was by the road, there was so much noise, so I had to do this other video. Let me show you the place. You see, that's the gate, and that's the supermarket. Wahala.
So are you feeling that even if this Chinese restaurant is reopened now, do you feel like there'll be a stigma on that Chinese restaurant? Do you feel like as a Nigerian you still want to go there?
I won't go there for nothing.
You see, that's
if it is the only supermarket in the world, I would rather not buy anything. We need to have pride in ourselves as Nigerians.
Okay.
I feel like we gratify these white people too much.
Okay.
And that is what gives them the temerity to do some of these things that they do. Now look into the movie industry. There are some things that happen when they are trying to cast people.
Okay.
In terms of, you want to cast a Nigerian for a role. I'm talking about background actors. Now I don't know how they do for the big dogs. You want to cast a Nigerian for a role, maybe a background role.
Are you talking about the Nollywood industry?
I'm talking about the Nollywood industry.
Okay.
You are paying the person maybe 10,000 naira. But the moment you want to cast a white person for that same role, you'll be paying the white person times 3 of what you're paying the Nigerian, simply because the person is white. So we ourselves, the way we gratify these white-skinned people is one of the issues here.
True.
We need to stop doing that.
We need to stop doing that. There's a whole lot of stigma in the Nigerian society. I feel like even ourselves, we are the ones doing it. We are the ones doing it to ourselves. Look at albinos now. It's very difficult for them to find.
Albino, like one of my friends would say.
Yes, albino. That's the correct pronunciation of the word. It is. But in the Nigerian word, we just pronounce it as albinos. So it is very difficult. Many of them have come online and say, "Oh, I went for an interview in this place, but because of my skin color." They didn't grant me this role. Why?
Because of my language.
One thing that sweets my tummy now is the fact that I heard that they now have an association of albinos.
Exactly.
And
I feel like this should have been done.
I feel like this is very applaudable.
Yes,
and
it is.
I mean, go for it. Go for it.
We really spoke well on that angle. But what about those who are disabled?
That's another thing.
Those who are probably midgets.
This
or
reminds
dwarfs.
me of the issue of this man that had issues with it. Was it KFC? One issue where they said, do you remember that story?
I remember that
what
issue.
in God's name was that?
I remember that
You need
issue.
to see that video of the lady,
Can we
the
have
waitress.
it? Can we
Please,
have
let's
it?
look at the video.
All right, let's have it.
No.
Listen to me. The difference between everyone's wheelchair and his personal wheelchair is that this is how he gets around in life. He doesn't have a choice. So if you are bringing a policy now, and if you are the person that's telling, wait, Wait,
Ma, please drop your phone.
Why?
Why are you snapping me?
I'm not snapping you. I'm
Hello,
recording
listen
what
to
you're
me. Hello,
saying.
So what are you recording?
Hello, listen to me.
You said it now.
Please don't shout at me.
And don't you're speaking
And
to
tell her not to record me. Why would she be recording me when I'm like, hello, please hold on. Hello, please.
Record it. Record it.
I am a
All right, we've seen the video now, but what exactly is stigma? Many people don't understand this term in the Nigerian society. So stigma refers to the negative feelings and unfair beliefs that people hold about certain circumstances or characteristics. Like she said, she wouldn't step into the Chinese restaurant again, even if further evidence proves that this is not what happened, we are not to blame. You still feel like you're not going, because your mindset has already been constructed to believe that way, right? Talking about the case of the guy that was disabled, not being allowed into the restaurant in the airport. I want us to talk about that case.
I mean, looking at the video all over again, I'm so livid right now because the lady, I feel like getting jobs in places like this, there should be trainings and orientations that should be put in place. Now, even if anybody deem it fit to say certain type of people, disabled or whatnot, are not allowed here, there's a way you can present
Exactly. I feel like her attitude or the way she presented
it's so
that
appalling
information
and it's so uncalled for.
Was
so rude. Like,
so rude.
They're not allowed here and all of that,
So
you know?
uncool. You don't do that.
So a lot of awareness needs to be created about these things. Disabled people, albinos, whatever it is, they are also human beings and should be treated as such.
Exactly.
Excuse me, guys. Yeah, right. But do you also know that there's something we call self-stigma?
Okay. Can you enlighten us more?
Self-stigma. That is when you yourself, you've already cut yourself off.
Okay.
Now, I'm coming from the angle of those who have HIV, AIDS, STDs, and co. It is not the ailment that kills them. Because they themselves, they've cut themselves off.
Now, when you talk about that self-stigma, it still stems from stigmatization.
Yes, now,
Because
they feel like
before
the
you get to the
society
point
they
where you
are
are
in
stigmatizing yourself, you have been brutally stigmatized
by
out
that
there.
society
And then
already.
you've allowed all those stigmatization
get into your head.
No, wait, you don't get. You are right, you don't get. What I'm saying is this.
We understand what you're saying.
The person that went to the health center now to find out that he or she has AIDS, people outside didn't know.
But she knows
until when the doctor
that have
announced
AIDS
him that, okay, you have this ailment, that is the knowledge of what he's being told at that time. That's when he now sees himself that, man, I can't go out there. That's for the good-hearted ones.
Because of the way they have stigmatized other people in that position.
You don't have to experience something yourself before you know that this is how it goes.
Exactly.
You know the society you are in.
No,
you know the society you are in. Why? Okay, why if you go for a checkup now and you hear that you have HIV, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I heard the story.
Stigmatization.
Sorry, I heard a story of a man. In fact, the man happens to be my father's friend.
Okay.
A very long time ago, he said that there was a day he went for an HIV test. And he had already written his will before leaving the house. He had already done a lot of things with the conviction that if he goes into the hospital and they pronounced him positive for HIV, he's going to walk straight into the traffic and just kill himself.
Why?
That is an
His
honorable
mind
death.
has already been
Because of the way people have been stigmatized about that same issue. So, I mean, all these things, self-stigmatization still stems from the fact that people out there are stigmatizing other people. And so this is how they go. So if I fall into this category, this is the lot I will suffer. Oh, it's better I don't. Do you understand? So,
speaking about stigma and mind orientation and things like that, we are in the Nigerian society, right? Speaking on the issue of marriage.
It's one stigma too.
Yeah, it is. So what are the duties? Like, should there be a duty role in a marriage between a man and a woman?
Before we say anything, I want to make it known on this table that marriage is a different ballgame entirely.
Okay.
And what works for Victor might
work
not
for
necessarily work for me.
Exactly.
And might not necessarily work for you. But because we live in an African setting, some things are just expected.
Are just standardized. That this is how it must go. This is a woman role, and that's how it should be.
A woman role.
I know you have something to
Wait
say.
Now, I want to ask
so
you.
what will you term as a woman role? I want to hear from you. Sure. What do you term as a woman
From a man's perspective.
From a man's perspective, what should be a woman's role?
Let me start with this. Are you married?
I'm not married. But I'm training to be in the future. So of course, I want to hear from you. You are married, of course, so you have that experience. So what should be a woman's role? So in your own perspective.
Now, the first thing,
okay,
as a woman, is a woman should what? Love your husband. That is what
it
the only
says
Bible
love.
says.
Okay.
Love. And love comes with so many things attached.
All right.
With it. Which is what? Respect, perseverance, long suffering, giving, sacrificial or conscious effort to change. It is when you love somebody that you want to change for that person. For you to prove that I love you, I can let this thing go because I love you. Okay. But how many women do go into marriage for that single love that has so many attaches?
I want us
because what now? You're saying something about love now. Because I know you women. In fact, when they say a woman has a soft heart, now lie. The people that have the girl that has soft mind pass now man.
I don't agree with you.
Because
I don't even know where you're stemming from.
But
the issue of love is a complex issue, right? You may say you love somebody. I can't say you don't love the person because I don't know what you're experiencing as a human being. I can't say this is not what you are feeling. But then I want us to talk about the aspect that we know that, okay, this is this and this is that. To you, what are those duties, physical duties, that you think, let's leave the whole feelings, emotions.
We should streamline it to domestic.
Exactly.
Okay, that's where I'm going now. I'm not a typical Nigerian man. Okay, I'm learned. I've seen life. I've traveled.
Are you saying Nigerian men aren't learned?
Some. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that the kind of way, the kind of mentality that a man will have, that a woman must do this, a woman this. I don't have that. But my own issue is this. I don't need to tell you what to do because you are a woman, you should know how to do it naturally. Okay.
Let me ask you a straight up question.
Go ahead.
Do you expect your wife to be the cook of the family?
I'm not saying you should be 100% wife, but it's your duty as a woman to be the cook of the house.
Why? Who says so?
Because the way to a man's heart is through his belly.
So what you're saying now is that the woman has to cook.
You have to. So if you now can't meet up, I will understand that maybe you are tired. But not rubbing it on my face because, okay, what if the man, like me now, I'm a chef. I used to run a mini eatery. So there's nothing, anything about cook that you want to do or do for me. I will tell you, come, this thing is too much, this one is too much. Don't have to say because I have talent in cooking, you know, like, if you cook, let me go and sleep. Are you high? One, it is your duty as a wife to take care of me because when I'm providing the fundings, what else are you useful for?
Why should you be providing the fundings alone? I feel like marriage shouldn't just be
the
about...
The same reason why I would leave...
This is the problems we have in the Nigerian society. We feel like, okay, the man should be in charge of funding the family. The woman should be in charge of domestic chores. No! I don't preach that. Don't say we, don't generalize. Don't generalize, right? But here in the Nigerian society, we feel like, oh, women should only be left for the domestic chores. They shouldn't have their own career path. Right? They should cook, like you said. They should cook. Who says that? What book? No.
There's between
no
duty.
Both men and both women should cook. We should both do the cooking. We should both do the taking care of the house. We are building a family here. One person cannot do it. You cannot tell me that. Oh, this is it. This is that.
Well, like I used to say, the world is always evolving.
Exactly.
And the only way to move forward is to evolve with the world because. The only thing that is constant in life is
change.
Now, back to the issue of domestic chores and duties and whatnot. In the days of our fathers and mothers and forefathers, it worked for them as per everybody know their distinctive roles. The father is to provide, or the husband is to provide. The woman is to cook, clean, and do the domestic. It worked for them in their era. This is a different era. And it might not necessarily work for everybody because this is the 21st century. Women are now waking up to know that, oh, I have a career path. I want to pursue this. I want to pursue that. Men are also now seeing that, oh, as a man, I don't have to carry all the financial burden by myself. My wife.
All right, guys. We've elapsed our time on this show. Thank you so much for staying true. I had so much fun. Yay! So make sure you do join us again. We remain your girl, Cindy,
Honeybell,
and the only man in the house.
Peace, guys. See you soon.
No. The difference between what we share and his personal wishes that this is how he gets around in life. He doesn't have a choice. So if you are bringing a policy now, and if you are the person that's telling me, wait,
Hello, please drop your phone.
Why?
Why are you snapping me?
I'm not snapping you. I'm
Hello,
recording
listen
what
to
you're
me.
saying.
So what are you recording?
Hello, listen to me.
You said it now.
Please don't shout on me.
And don't you're speaking
And
to
tell her not to record me. Why would she be recording me when I'm like, you don't, hello, please, hold on. Hello, please.
Record it.
I am a...
This is your family, they never drop YAWA DEY.